I thought everything was over. Then I took a step that I had previously considered a sin. My life was like that of other women in Pakistan. We were a normal family. Me, my husband, and our 2 children. We lived in a rented house. Our income was small, but we managed. I worked in a daycare so that I could be close to the children. And my husband worked in a warehouse. Our greatest desire was to have our own home. We had been saving money little by little for years. Then one day my husband got an opportunity at work. A few weeks of hard work, but good money. We decided right away. With that money, we made the first payment to buy a house in installments. It seemed like a dream was about to come true. But a few weeks later, he didn't come home. He had a heart attack at work. Everything was gone in an instant. Support, protection, dreams, everything. I was left alone, with 2 children and with fear in my heart. I looked for work everywhere, but heard the same thing everywhere. Full-time required. Can't be with children. Must have experience. And what did I have? Only an empty fridge, and the deadline for the next installment. One day I was passing by a tea shop. Some men were talking about how someone had won money in an online casino. At that time, I didn't pay much attention, but that thing stuck in my mind. I always thought that gambling was a sin bad. But that night, when my children went to bed hungry, I remembered that thing. I went to that website. I deposited a little money, just 300 rupees, which I had when I was a child. It wasn't a hobby. It was a compulsion. And I won minus 4,562 rupees. Enough to buy milk, rice, and some fruits. After several days, I saw smiles on the children's faces, and tears came out of my eyes. A few days later, when I couldn't find any work again, I tried my luck again. This time I bet Rs 1,530, which was left over from my previous win. And this time I won Rs 61,338, almost as much as my husband earns in 2 months. I deposited the next installment, and for the first time I felt hope. I'm not saying everyone should do this, nor am I advising anyone to gamble. But when life closes every door, sometimes light comes through a small crack. If you're in a similar situation, here, link, might be your chance. I'm not giving advice, just telling my true story.